we go. Got that up. Did I buy out the Koyan plushies? I don't know what you're talking about.
Those are not casters.
I don't know. No, that's obviously Tamamo no Mai. I don't know what you're on about. Okay, guys. So let's cover the basics up top. We've done a couple of these before, but if for some reason this is the first one that you're watching after it's been moved to the article space, or the video space rather, I'm immediately seeing somebody saying Drake should not be that high. Welcome to the Glitch channel. I promise you, I know more about what Drake can do than you do. Yeah. So here's the deal. What we are about to do is we are going to break down who the strongest caster in terms of lore is in FGO. Right? That's the goal. That is the goal that we are going to do. Now, unironically, caster is probably the single most difficult one to do. There are not as many casters in the game as there are other servants, I'm pretty sure. I think assassin has the least amount of the normal knight classes, and I think it's caster after that. But every single caster is a frickin' weirdo. All of them. There's not a normal caster. All of them are freaks. Yeah, it's gonna be bullshit. This is gonna be the most difficult to kind of like rate, just because I need to look at how they all work objectively, right? Because each of them has their own quirk, and each quirk can break another person's quirk. Like, I don't know, one of them can have something that gets their invincibility, I can't die magic, and then that same person dies if you, like, flick them in the forehead with a block of cheese or some bullshit. Know what I'm saying? It's weird. So, this one's gonna be kind of strange. Just, you know, throwing that out there. I know I'm gonna be asked this anyway. Hold up.
Question regarding Asak the Savior. Will we count her as only Asak or Morganati of water?
my brother in Christ, you're spelling that name incorrectly.
We maybe do Assassin and Berserker first, so we might have the Grand in the rotation?
No, because this hasn't been updated since September. This list has not been updated since September, so I doubt it.
Asak.
That's a good pronunciation. It's pronounced Tonalico. Yeah. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the arena that we're fighting in is in a nondescript country. Nobody knows where we are. I teleported every single one.
Why did you steal plushies Koyan plushie collection?
I have kidnapped all of these servants and brought them to my reality marble outside of all countries. Has a normal day-night cycle, and it's in a city. So nobody gets a fame bonus.
I'm sure Asak is a name inferior.
Normal day-night cycle. Let's get to it, shall we? Well, this one's actually pretty easy. I love Yui. I really do. Alice has literal apocalypse magic. This is a difficult one to say.
Guys.
Alice has magic that this is not even a competition, but Alice is going to go really far in this. Ooh, interesting.
Can't wait for Alice versus Alice. Spoiler: Alice wins.
Wu Zhe Shen or Zhongju. I think it goes to Zhongju. I'm pretty sure it goes to Zhongju here. I feel like he's more adept at magic than Wu Zhe Shen is. She's got... Wu can summon zombies?
But Wu can summon zombies.
And he can summon a full army of puppets, which can imitate fake people. It goes to Zhongju. I think Izumo can beat this version of Martha. She does have Tarisk, but this is not a fighter. And Izumo is a fighter. Also, I'm just gonna say this like up front. I have horrific heartburn right now.
The first 20 pages of the Romance of Three Kingdoms.
That's fine.
Hallo alles samen. Wie gaat eerst weg? Wie gaat eerst goed? Vielen Dank.
Sure. I don't speak Germanic. Well, Zanzibar is a god, but I mean that's a real that's a real deal dragon. It's Izumo though. Ooh. Ranking Castoria is going to be strange.
I mean, without the Cernonos fight.
We did.
Die servaat is nu eigendom der Bundesrepublik Deutschland.
Sure. Yeah, it goes to Castoria. She had pipe bombs. Crane's an interesting one. Here's the thing. Crane is not a fighter by any...
Sir, the first cast has dropped in Chaldea.
I love how she said sir. That was so silky smooth. What'd I miss? Nothing so far. Murasaki or Asclepius? Neither of these two are fighters. I think in terms of...
The Pound Liu Castoria is completely busted, but she does kill herself. The one we summon is more complicated.
Yeah.
Sir, don't even think about it.
God, that sir comes out so fucking clean. Jesus. I think it goes to Asclepius, right? Because if nothing else, Asclepius is the closer to a fighter. She has demon sealing magic. She does on Myoto, which is pretty powerful. Does on Myoto, but I guess he really isn't a fighter. He doesn't have Greek god magic. He has his own shit. He's got Apollo like healing shit going on. Well, no, she doesn't just have a book. She knows on Myoto, and on Myoto is pretty good. Before all, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Demon.
I don't know why the alert box didn't proc on that. That's really weird. Strange. But hey, how's it going? I'm gonna go. I think Murasaki
has a knife.
Asclepius has a knife, but she knows more. Yeah, he is an Argonaut. That is true. Yeah. Well, I mean, this one goes to Scotty. This like it ruins. Runes. Golems are interesting, but Vi is bullshit. Yeah, cannon fight, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Lost Belt 1.
Close enough. Welcome back, Pound 1.
Adam is busted, but he has to work towards
Close
Adam.
enough.
She just
back,
has
SABLE.
Oh, there's the alert box, but hey. RTP682, thank you for the super chat. So you're why I couldn't get... I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see a coin anyway. These are Tamamo. These are all Tamamo. But thank you again. Very kind of you. Okay, so the environment, once again, is city. It's a city area.
A Vespro fought Ivan like in a fist fight.
Okay, so Avispron can make golems out of pretty much anything, so I don't think that he's hard up for shit. The issue is that Vi can freeze anything. Ice Magic isn't gonna do much about boulders, is it? Yeah, it is. I think it goes to Anastasia. I think it's stronger. Welcome back, Salem, ladies and gentlemen. Queen of Sheba with demon sealing magic. Or Cersei. I know it's pronounced Kirike. I'm going to keep calling her Cersei. I lean more towards Cersei, personally. I mean, she is the queen witch. This isn't to discount Sheba, but I think that Cersei has more power to her. Sheba's definitely strong, but I lean more towards Cersei. Sheba because she has bigger tits. Okay, well, how do you feel about this one, then? You gonna tell me that Nero loses? You wanna talk about big tits? We can talk about big tits. I mean, well, this one I'm pretty sure goes to Nero, just because isn't Caster's like her preferred class?
Nero wins. Flawless victory.
Yeah. It is king bonus damage, that is true. Scheherazade is so weird. She's a character who doesn't get explored that much. She doesn't get explored that much. I think, okay, we might need to just say that this is a bad matchup for Nero, but the problem is that I know that there's characters that Nero, Scheherazade can't beat, that Nero can.
And she spooks me more times that I want.
Yes, in theory, Scheherazade is insanely broken. The issue is that she doesn't have the mental fortitude to make that brokenness come to fruition, right? Yes, Nero has guts. Nero has a ton of shit. I think more often, even with the anti-king, I think that there's more. If this was a more calm of mind Scheherazade than the one that we have in Chaldea, maybe I could see her pulling it out because of the broken nature of the 1001 Arabian Nights, right? Because she has like the nursery rhyme thing going on, right? Where she can just pull shit out of the books and be like, all right, here we go. Like, I mean, she literally can summon demons and gods. Well, I say demons, jinn. Well, no, there's demons in the Arabian Nights, but I think Nero. Close enough. Welcome back, Prisma Ilia. Is it weird that this is not an easy choice? Because Ilia is fucking kind of, it's not Gil hands down, because Ilia's fucking bullshit strong. She has fucking weird plot armor. She's so weird.
Let's look at the source in UBW.
This is look at some of the source in UBW. The different Ilia.
Gil still has the and is intermediate when he's caster.
Yeah, but she's a holy grail. Caster Gil is smarter. I think that might be the thing. That is a very good point. I think that might be the thing that pulls it through, is that this version of Gilgamesh in particular can outsmart Ilia, because Ilia is a fucking fifth grader.
Child.
Hey, does anybody have the GIF? Let me find it. I just want it. Let me find it. Hold on. Can I? Please work. If you need one reason to watch Prisma Ilia, this is
Are the coin plushes multiplying?
No. This is why Baz is best girl.
Casually is the child.
Yeah. I think that Ilia is going to be pretty high up in the rankings. I think that the issue is her current matchup.
Don't watch Perlia.
Don't actually watch Prisma Ilia.
Imagine
Actually,
if
you know what?
still
I'll say
doing
this.
that.
Watch the first season of Prisma Ilia.
Ilia couldn't beat baby
And
Gil on Prelia.
As soon as Kuro shows up, turn it off. The first season of Aprilia is not bad. It doesn't have any... Well, there's some of the sus shit in it, but it doesn't have as much of it as season 2 and onward is. Read the manga? I've never read the manga, so I'm not going to recommend it, but, you know.
Yeah,
Universal
that's true.
Genius
She can beat
or
Baby Girl.
a best girl candidate? I mean, I think as much as
Close enough. Welcome back, Camelot.
yeah, right.
Welcome back, Camelot. Oh, Thunder Snow doesn't have TH Sue's shit and it's a self-contained story.
There you go. Watch Oh Thunder Snow. Pioneer the Stars is bullshit. Maybe she can overcome Nidochris. Nidochris Alter is the one to watch out for. Nidochris Alter is very strong. This version of Nidochris is still strong, but maybe not like... I think Da Vinci takes it. Da Vinci is a universal genius after all. This is so weird. I mean, I think it goes to Geronimo. Geronimo, in terms of lore, is such a fucking weird dude.
Look, Doma is scared of your animals, so no.
In terms of lore, he might be in the top 10. Yeah, in terms of lore, Geronimo's kid is not reflective. He is somebody who's actually tapped into like real deal magic, not this bullshit. But Iris is a Grail. I don't think it fucking matters. I feel like Geronimo's like Skips from regular show. If that makes any sense. I'm sure somebody knows gets what I'm saying when I say that. He's like Skips from regular show. He can take a look at the situation and be like, yeah, exactly, I've seen this one before. And then go and like figure it out. He's seen Holy Grails and shit before. He's just like, alright, I got this. And he takes care of it. He's one of the 3 people that Doman fears in Chaldea. Who's the other one? I know it's Sei and I know it's him. Who's the third?
I've seen this one before.
Yeah, I think G-Man takes it. Praise be.
Wait here, young enough to know regular show.
J.G. Quintel is a god among men when it comes to animation. I have a lot of respect for his work. Eric Bloodaxe? He's afraid of Eric? What? I don't know if I believe you, but I'm just gonna choose to. Alright, we have... Ugh. Okay, unironically, this coffee is helping with the heartburn. I'm feeling better. Bab and Grandma. Well, that cultist happens to have access to alien technology. Dimension of Steam is an interesting noble phantasm. What I eat? Bread with cheese in it. Dimension of Steam is a weird noble phantasm because it's able to operate in a way that he can make his own world where he is king, but Mahatma's really strong. And that gave you heart. Yeah, it's the cheese. Well, no, it's the cheese because I'm technically speaking, I'm lactose intolerant. I wasn't when I was growing up, but as I've gotten older, I don't deal well with dairy products. I still eat them because fuck my body. I love that shit. But I do pay the price for it. I think it goes to Bab. I don't think our Steam King is getting folded. I think it goes to Bab. So you're dumb? Yes. This is a baby fight. But... welcome, nursery rhyme. Well, hello, top tier. You're murdering this child. The weakness of my body is none of my concern.
Baby.
You'll have to pry my cheese pizza out of my cold dead hands. Pretty much. Yeah, we'll talk more about book when more things come up. Yeah, Ruins is kind of powerful, and this is not a good class for Liz, so... Oh, interesting. Oh,
True
interesting.
may not be Odin, but he's a proxy. A cosplayer versus basically Odin.
Interesting. I do think Mephisto takes this. This is a real demon versus a could-have-been demon. Which is kind of fun. Yeah, a little bit of a rare Mephi win, yeah. I think it goes to him. It's just because I don't think that Mozart has very much in the way of, like, actual magical firepower. Because he's not he's not a mage of mystery, he's a fucking musician.
Wait, I thought Mephisto is a homunculi.
He is. He's a homunculi modeled after a demon.
Bing bong bong bong.
What's up, David Camargo? Welcome to the Goat Lads. Mozart was able to keep Ivan asleep even while dead. Yeah, I suppose, but I don't think that's gonna... Is it weird? I don't think that's going to work on somebody who's surrounded by clocks. Yeah, this is an editor's fight. Hans the Goat versus Bum. Do we need to talk about Shakespeare?
Close enough. Welcome back, London.
Shakespeare's such a freak. Hans is the potential servant. Shakespeare's also a potential servant is the thing. Who would win the rap battle between these two? Oh my god, that's going to fucking Shakespeare every day. Shakespeare's an actual poet. Hans is a fantasy writer. Yeah, let me talk about Shakespeare really quick. So, I have my own whole theory that Shakespeare is eligible to be a beast of humanity. I think I've talked about that in the past, for sure. But in this fight in particular, what's interesting is that he has his noble phantasm, right? Which...
Shakespeare is lore kinda completely busted. Helps. He's the most sold author of all time.
Yes. It's his noble phantasm that really carries him. Because what it does is it functionally locks you away in like a reality marble of your own making. You can maybe break out of it if you're good enough, but it's hard to tell because it's done so well. Then you find yourself facing your greatest fears, and it fucks with you. All the while, Shakespeare's just like sitting there fucking with you too, being like, I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
What will Shakespeare MP do to Hans? Lock him in a room filled with Kiara.
Actually, I can tell you exactly what it would do with Hans. You know what it would do with Hans? It would put him in a casket where he wakes up underground. In a casket. He's been prematurely buried. Because, fun fact, Hans Christian Andersen, the thing he was most afraid of in life was being buried alive. And so, that's actually something that would probably fuck him up really bad. I think it goes to Shakespeare here. I know people want Hans to win, but I think it goes to Shakespeare. Hans's NP is... What is it called? It's fucking... It's... God damn, I need to remember what the fuck his shit does.
And what Charles Dickens criticizing him in the
coffin. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Goat Lads. I mean, I don't know. It'd probably just be a bunch of... I mean, it would be even worse if it's him locked in a coffin with Kiara. think it goes to fucking Shakespeare. Ooh!
Okay, but when Hans get any updated will look great, right? He
What?
fears that
Hans
even
has-
more than him
Hans has
actually
his
having
animation
to write
update.
something.
Hans got an animation update and he does look great. What are you on about? Zero versus Stay Night. Zero is the better show, but Medea is the better girl. By the way, all you pieces of shit out there.
Do the units have prep time?
They have as much prep time as they want, so long as the other person doesn't hunt them down. Yeah, I'm calling all of you out. I'm calling every single one of you bastards out there. We did that Rule 34 dole, the Rule 34 dole with my friends, and Medea came up, and she has less than 200 pieces of Rule 34. I need every single one of you artists. I'm making an all call. I'm not even the biggest Medea fan out there. But that's too low. Less than 100? Y'all got me fucked up. You guys need to pull your weight and do this. I'm not a talented enough artist to do that. I'm barely a talented enough artist to draw my own goddamn emotes. Just hop on Dambaro, then start porting shit.
How about we contribute more to Lucario Rule 34?
With prep time, Gil has the stronger NP. That's true. I feel like Medea, though, has the work ethic that she can just find him pretty quick and murder him. I think it goes to her. Brother, FGO Rule 34 isn't that high unless you're Artoria or Astolfo. There's a lot of Astolfo out there. There's a lot of Astolfo. Takeru has just like 5. Well, Takeru's, relatively new. I don't believe that.
There is a monstrous amount of Astolfo Rule 34.
Well, Astolfo has universal appeal. Medea is apparently 1.7k on Danborough. Look, I understand it when people say that the Boros have more stuff and that Rule 34 has a Western slant. All I have to say to you, be the change that you want to see in the world. And by that, I'm going to be the change I want to see in the world and tell other people to do shit. Okay, we need to talk about this and move away from the porn talk because I can talk about this all day. Komachi is such a fucking weird guy. I feel like I'm going to preface this with everybody. I'm going to say they're such a fucking weirdo. The thing with Komachi is that Komachi is actually a bodhisattva. And not of the demonic variety, of like the legit variety. Not just any bodhisattva, she's canon bodhisattva. Yep, she includes Guanyin, aka canon, aka the bodhisattva that's like the patron bodhisattva of Japan. There's a statue of this bodhisattva in the town I live. A bodhisattva is somebody who has reached enlightenment, but has chosen not to go to nirvana until they have helped to save every single person or every single living thing on the planet. Until everything has reached enlightenment, they will not go to nirvana, even though they could. So if you want to think about it like that, they're like the helpers to the Buddha. And canon bodhisattva is real popular. So a good Kiara, yes. The problem is that the what are they called? The kickshaws are fucking broken. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's some nonsense that goes on with the kickshaws. But is it enough to be what's functionally an archangel? I guess that would probably be the closest like thing for our Western audience is what is functionally an archangel.
Komachi loses because she isn't much of a fighter, but both are crazy in lore.
Maybe. Is it ever explained how universal thought reached enlightenment? Yeah, it's because the way that... Okay. Kiara is, for lack of a better word, she does the job just in a very unorthodox way. She does still believe in the whole concept of I want to save everybody, right? Like that's not bullshit. She still actually does hold that belief that she actually wants to do that and actively attempts to. It's just that her method of how she's going about that is bad, which is why she's a demonic bodhisattva, not a normal bodhisattva. I'm gonna just say it's Alice. Okay, Yui, sorry. No. Sorry, Chinese Jesus. You ain't got shit on the Rain Witch.
Kiara is basically Mara. Imagine if Hypnosame becomes the caster Grand Duel candidate, that would throw everyone for a loop. Sir, the second cast.
It still goes to Okuni. It still goes to Okuni, but God, if I don't love Daikoku-ten.
The age-old battle of rats versus Kabuki. Then the bureau can step on the rats.
Is it bad that I think the rats win because they eat all of the food in the kitchen? There's nothing to prepare. They ate all of it. They ate all of it. This is a cook-off. I'm gonna give it to the Daikoku-ten. I've seen what they do.
A win's a win.
The rats have some pretty gnarly magic is the thing. Can't the Terrask eat them? I mean, I suppose the Terrask can eat some of them, but there's a shit ton of Daikoku-ten. And here's the thing, I guess here's the other thing. If they are given time to multiply, and they're in a city, so they're gonna have ample time to multiply, they are gonna go pretty far. Something breeding rats. Oh, you poor parlor mage. How do we tell her, guys? How do we tell her? How do we tell her? Okay.
Sir, the second cast has hit the cow deer.
I think Crane takes this as well. I think Crane takes this as well. She's got more mystery than a couple of parlor tricks. Ooh. The issue with Chen Gong is that Chen Gong is not a fighter of his own volition. Chen Gong kind of needs somebody there to command. And if he doesn't have the muscle, he can't really flex the brain. Which isn't even like to...
Does Chen Gong have someone he can launch?
No, he doesn't. I suppose he could maybe manage to summon Lu Bu with enough prep time. I wouldn't say that it's impossible, But I don't think... I think that any win that he gets, he's going to pretty much have to sacrifice himself in the process to pull it off. I think it goes Asclepius. Same thing with Murasaki. God damn it, I hate rating the Aprilia girls. I mean, this one is pretty easy because Ruin Magic is fucking Ruin Magic. I don't give a fuck if you're... I don't care if you're 10 Holy Grails. I don't care if you're 10 Holy Grails. Fucking Ruin Magic is going to destroy your life. Okay, magical girl fight. Now we're on to something. Can Miyu beat cosplaying, really drunk, and kinda cute Shuten? Can she beat an actual Here's the thing. I feel like if Shuten gets close enough, she's gonna be like, I don't need this magic, and just literally rip her in half.
Close enough. Welcome back, Aprilia.
Yeah, right. Because she's still an Oni. Like, I mean... Fuck you mean kinda? Look, I love Shuten as much as the next person, and I love Raida. The problem with this one illustration of Shuten is that she has a fucking turkey leg. I like normal Shuten a little bit better. Yeah, who needs magical girls? We have magical women. No, Miyu has a decent amount of offensive magic, too. I just think... My thing is that I truly believe that if Shuten is able to close the gap, she will literally rip her in half. Because at the end of the day, it's still Shuten Doji. I mean, I don't want to discount Miyu. She can use the class cards just like Illy. Does she have class cards in Chaldea? I guess that's the real question. Does she have the class cards? And if so, which ones does she have? I know in Aprilia she has the Rider one, I'm pretty sure. That's the only one I remember. I've not touched Aprilia in probably goddamn a decade. She has Rider, Saber, and Lancer. Okay. Until Red, thank you for the resub for 20 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Why is it... It's only on the Twitch end that it's not showing that, but it'll show it up for the YouTube stuff. That's fucked up. But thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm just gonna piss off the Aprilia fans and say it goes to Shuten. Okay, How fast can he turn into that dragon before Vi murders him? I guess here's the issue. Here is the issue, isn't it? Is in my scenario where they're in a city.
Klee had enough. I'm gonna eat all your Korean plushies.
Try it. I'll box your head right off. Yeah, John Dragonborn, yeah. The problem with this is that... Okay, so we were talking about prep time before, right? And how this scenario takes place in a city, right? Immediately. Hope the streaming is behaving better today. It is. I fixed the issues. So I apologize for yesterday with all of that crazy shit. I think I found the solutions, and we should be good going forward. Okay, what I was going to say, Vi knows where you are at any given time. Her little demon, like, doll buddy knows where you are. It sees everything.
Nom nom.
Back the fuck up. I'm gonna give it to her. Ooh, cannon fight. What happened yesterday? Don't worry about it. Damn cat biting my plushies.
Dit Subwun eating plushies, Kenny Havesum?
You're not even on screen right now. I mean, you are, but you aren't. I think Avisbron still takes this, right? Just because Sieg takes too long to come online. And he can't really control the Fafnir thing for that long.
Pushes the plushies out of the desk.
They're weighted. Him as Siegfried can beat him in APOC. It did, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Was it Sieg who killed Avisbron in APOC? I don't remember. I thought it was a combination of people.
It turned into Koan toesti relevant. Phony Mikon. It can sit on me.
How much magical energy is on the land for Adam? I'd say probably enough to keep it up and running for a solid minute. Chiron killed Avisbron. Okay. I think it goes to Avisbron. Ooh. I think it goes to Nero? Cersei is strong. Nero's, like, really strong. And she does still have Imperial privilege. What's with the bunnies? What do you mean? These are all foxes, obviously. These are all Tamamo. Can Cersei beat the Witch God? You mean, can Nero beat the Witch God? Yes. Can't she pigify Nero? You know what? I don't know if Nero has immune to pigify. I don't think that she does, but I mean, I'll check it just in case. I'm almost certain that she does not have that, but I mean, shit. No reason not to look. No, yeah, no, she can be pigged. Cersei's just super bullshit. Yeah, but so is Imperial privilege. I don't think that she folds Nero. I still lean Nero. Alright. I don't think Sheba pulls this off. Actually, doesn't Sheba have a variation of Imperial privilege too? Sheba also has way more fucking mystery to her. Where's Peacock? Where's my resident Sheba guy? No, I'm gonna say this. Okay. Hey, I've seen this one before. We're just missing Nito Chris, and I've definitely seen this one before. Something about a genie? I think this one... Well, no, she's a king. I lean more Sheba. It's just... It all boils down to her fucking...
Genie on Genie violence.
Yeah, real. All right. Crack my knuckles a bit. I mean, it's Merlin, right? It has to be Merlin. 2 grands? There's only 1 grand here. I don't know who I have to get in contact with to like make an all call.
We have a comic on this one.
I don't know who I have to like get in contact with to do an all call.
It's Merlin because Garden of Babylon is bullshit.
Correct. To remind everyone that the Grand Trials do not have Grand Servants, they have Gatekeepers. Gilgamesh is not a Grand. He will only ever be the Grand Jobber. Yeah. It's what you get for having divine blood, my boy. Shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Garden of Avalon is, yeah. Bye, Marie. Bye, Marie.
Gaslight, girl boss.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it's Geronimo, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this goes to Geronimo, but Sanzo is... Toad to the Chef, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I think it goes to Geronimo. I think Sanzo is very strong too, but I think Geronimo has more to him. Wukong does not count as part of her powers, no. She doesn't summon Wukong, she just is able to use his staff. Can Heaven's Feel defeat the Buddha? Here's the thing. Here's my one issue with Iris in particular, is I understand that she's the vessel for the Holy Grail and all of that. I guess that the problem is that wouldn't her getting fucking Buddha palm just turn her into blood? Yeah, I feel like it would be like a fucking RPG where, like, where's the...
Although BDSM stood for Buddhism, said the titty monk calmly.
POV your Iris. Like, I feel like this is just what's gonna happen to Iris, right? It's like I get it. You have the Holy Grail in you. I don't know what I'm not quite sure what the scale of protection that affords you. I don't think that it's able to get past the fist of the Buddha. What the fuck is that gif? You ever seen Hoodwinked? Those movies are terrible. I love them. How about this gif? You like this gif? Let's go to Sanzo. Ooh. Bro, I would absolutely do a Hoodwink watch-along stream. Are you fucking kidding me? Please, I have detailed your problems in the sub-chat. Oh boy. Where did you get this image of Tammy, by the way? I often ask myself, hey, Klidge, how do these, like, videos go on for, like, 3 hours plus? Oh, it's because I am easily sidetracked. Yeah. No, that's accurate. I want to see this fight animated. It is inventors fighting each other.
The Holy Grail is a battery, but Iris Will isn't that good of a mage. She has a lot of mana, but not a lot of talent.
Yeah, that's kind of my impression. So, like, I know that the Holy Grail affords its vessel a decent amount of power. I guess that the problem is like, is it enough to get through her being attacked by a servant? Especially servants of a certain caliber. Like, I mean, Sanzo is nothing to sneeze at, you know what I mean? Like, she's real deal shit. This isn't your run-of-the-mill fucking, like, bullshit servant. This is, like, it's fucking Sanzo. Aprilia Iris would be much stronger because she'd be a rider and have a counterclass to all of these people. I think it goes to Edison. Edison's Noble Phantasm is pretty cracked. 20th or 21st century Lion Man bullshit. Up on production. I think he also has, I mean, technically he has a fame bonus because he's fucking Thomas Edison. There's even if there are no countries around, it's just, you know, there's going to be light bulbs. I think it just outranks him. Yeah, it's just an upgrade. It's just an upgrade in technology. Age of the Gods magic or the Philosopher's Stone? Welcome back, Harry Potter. Strange. Paracelsus killing a mage child? I read about this one, right? Yeah, I think Paracelsus is just the weaker of the two. I mean, I know runic magic, but Tamamo is fucking...
Medea Lily turned the demon killer into pancakes.
Twice. Oh, no, she just did that the one time. I think Tamamo beats this even with runic magic. I've seen this one in my neighborhood. You've seen, like, the local homeless man fighting the foxes outside? This is proxy, yes. This is proxy coup.
I've seen this one in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's Tammy. I do. I mean, Waver, right? I mean, he's just a really competent mage with the powers of Zhui Liang as well as just whispering in his ear. I think that even, like, as someone who's not necessarily a combatant, I think he still beats... I do not believe that Waver will fall for the bullshit that the Mephisto is going to throw at him. Even being a tactician, he's a competent mage before being a tactician. Waver, even before Zhui Liang is there, is still a force to be reckoned with in his older age. Having Zhui Liang just makes him more powerful. Well, I think that fucking the Zhui Liang power is what's kind of giving him that bump to keep him up there. Couldn't he just summon an Eastgander again? Not necessarily. I don't know the devil's lore. Read Faust. Well, Shakespeare, I love you, baby, but she literally breaks the rules. Okay. Now this is a bit of a more interesting fight, isn't it? Giles or Shakespeare? I want to lean on the side of Shakespeare. Because again, the Shakespeare... I think that the people who we are going to see
break.
Shakespeare have the most efficiency against are people who have deep-seated fears, right? And so, he would absolutely lose easily to First Folly because, again, Giles has a very, very deep-seated fear that I know in history, and that's that he's deathly afraid of demons. Which is, it seems counterintuitive, right? I mean, on top of the trauma and all that shit, like, sure, there's that. There is an actual anecdote in history of fucking Gilles de Rais. He would summon guys to his court to prove that magic and demons were real, and if they could, and apparently, supposedly, one guy actually managed to summon a demon for him, and it scared him so bad that he jumped out a window and demanded, he paid the man to fuck off so he would never do that again. Yeah, he was friends with Prelati. Well, Prelati wasn't a real magician. Prelati was a fucking con artist. Yeah, it goes here. Hans, I think, also has an advantage here. Oh, Fate Prelati? I mean, here's the... I don't know as much about Fate Prelati is the issue. I think, is Hans able to get the upper hand? Or, I guess the issue is, does Hans get overwhelmed by... Let me check something. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Hans is a child servant. I think Hans gets overwhelmed by the sea freaks or whatever the fuck they're called.
This shit gonna be like a JoJo episode.
Ooh.
I know exactly why you searched that.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Hans isn't much of a fighter.
Do we count Dash with Summer Morgan?
I guess we should talk about that.
Battle of Witches.
Here... Peak meets peak? True. Facts, brother. Spit
Witch
your shit.
versus Witch showdown. Battle of the Witch Beaches.
I think that it doesn't necessarily matter in this particular context. I think it still goes to Alice. Since it was brought up, I will mention that there is... I do not care if a character is immortal. If they are rendered unable to fight permanently for a extended period of time that isn't just like a few minutes, then I'm counting it as a loss. So like a character who is just like, I can regenerate, so I can just win. It's just I'm not playing these games. If you get tapped out, you lose.
It's knockout rules, right?
Yeah. I mean, Ash is strong for sure, and Ash will go far, even as Morgan. I guess that what we could see is her attempt to, like, send Alice back in time and just treat her as a calamity.
Escape we count Summer Morgan wins. Pound Lil Morgan is bullshit, but just as close as by a little.
I mean, that is the issue with rating the two servants. I'm kind of just rating it as Ash, but... It's not fair to just rate her as Ash. I think that even as Morgan, I give it to Alice. Alice isn't bound to the bullshit of fate. Alice is bound to the bullshit of fucking Witch on a Holy Night. By the way, still reading through that, it's fantastic. It's probably the single best fate work I've been reading through. Over FGO. Story of FGO is great. Mahoyo's on a different fucking level. What the heck can Alice do? Alice functionally has true magic.
Don't know much of Mihoy or what Sal's gimmicks.
Not MiHoYo, Mahoyo. MiHoYo is the company that makes Genshin and fucking Honkai. Mahoyo is Witch on a Holy Night. It's... God, I can't get into it. I'm gonna just say, do yourself a favor if you don't really care, and just look up Kickshaws. Just look up Kuonji Alice Kickshaws and read what they fucking do.
Morgan in Last Belt Liu is the closest thing
Just
that
go read through
we saw
some
to
of those.
True magic in the Last Belt.
And then that's not even to mention like all of the other weird shit that
Was
Nasu
that
threw
Mahoy
into the
out?
servant version for no reason. Yeah, it's going to Alice.
Alice's side road stage entry is scary.
Yeah, I'd say so far, I need to finish it, but Mahoyo is currently climbing up that ladder of being one of my more preferred Fate works. Which is funny, because a lot of the older Nasu shit I've read, I've not liked. So, I mean, shit. I think even as a Bodhisattva, she has bullshit rain powers. I guess it's...
Isaac.
No. I'm biased towards Yui. I watched Kara no Kyokai. I watched it a long time ago, though. But, I mean, I liked Kara no Kyokai decently well.
Clegent his army of UEs.
I feel like she's smart enough to get around him. I mean...
Kara no Kyokai is goated. I have the limited edition DVD box set.
Kara no Kyokai is goated. It's just that it has too much edge for my liking with certain concepts. Shiki is cool in that. It's just one time, Nasu. Can we please get one story where you are not obsessed with rape? For the love of God, it's like it's his muse. It's in so much of his early work. It's just like, man, just one story without it, please. I mean, well, this is going to the Shrine Maiden. Weirdly enough, I think it goes to Izumo because she would know how to seal Crane, because Crane is technically a yokai. I mean, this one's also fucking...
What do grape is his calling card?
How strong is Miss Crane offensively? Not very. Hey, how's it going? I think it goes to Daikokuten because they have... Yeah, I mean, I am going to push the rad agenda, but I do genuinely think they beat Crane. Even though, technically speaking...
is nice and all, but he can bleed weer. I don't have it to bear.
You're fine.
Asking him to remove grape is like asking our Aki to stop killing dogs.
I just want them to. I just want them to stop doing it. It's two non-combatants, but one has a
Green
dragon.
would get overwhelmed, both physically and emotionally.
Yeah. I think here too. No. Okay. No. He's an Argonaut, but Oni. Oni with magic. Oni with magical girl magic. And he's still not a combatant. Same thing. I mean, it's gotta be Cersei, right? Vi is strong, but Cersei is Cersei. Evening, how's it going? Hope you had fun. Yeah, Cersei. Nero or Vi? Summer versus winter.
Crazy hours, crazy ones. They locked me in a room with rats. Rubber rats was crazy. Crazy hours, crazy ones. They locked me in a room with rats. Rubber rats was crazy.
I think it goes to Nero. Vi is very strong. But I guess it raises the question: which is stronger, the heat of the summer or the cold of the? Is it the cold of Russia? I'm gonna say her. I think I genuinely think this goes to Shiba because I think that Shiba has an advantage against Vi because Vi is technically a demon. No, I think that it goes to Anastasia. I think it goes to... See, okay, I would vote a tie too. Because I think in terms of power level, they probably are the same. It's just the Constitution check. And having losing one's nerve is what killed the last guy who died to V in fucking lore. Yeah. Because, I mean, here's the thing, is I think that the genie can fight Adam for a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna matter. No. Okay. I mean, it's Merlin, right? Garden of Avalon kind of fucking cracked. She is a star. She does still have fucking, like, I can choose, I know who I am, soul bad guy bullshit, but I think it goes here. Ooh, baby. Interesting. I think it's Gilgamesh. I think it's still Gil. I think Da Vinci is pretty strong, but I think it's still Gil. Actually, let me check something. I'm curious. Nope, never mind. Goes to Gil. I was gonna say, is she Enema Elish nullified? And she is not, so it doesn't matter. I'm just thinking to myself, how much would I need to be paid to sing the Padaru thing and make a video? Is Caster Gil stronger than regular Gil since he isn't cocky anymore? Not necessarily. He's smarter and more rational than Gil is, but he has less firepower. Think of it like, if you need someone who can kill you like that, Archer Gil. If you need someone who you need for like a longer battle, Caster Gil. Free, please do it and make it a short. No. You're gonna have to pay me for that. I think it goes to Da Vinci, but who else? Whoever comes after Da Vinci, I think probably loses. Carter Ray 3443. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Starting. I'll start funding that musical. Oh God. Padaru Tammy for Christmas Spirit. I'm sure I can find a Tammy Padaru. I think it goes here. Oh, okay. I do actually think that Ilya can beat Nitocris. I think that Prisma Ilya can beat Nitocris. But once again, by the way, thank you for the super chat. Incredibly kind of you. This isn't even fucking close. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. One day I'll catch one of these streams from the start. Yeah, I'm sorry. I operated kind of a weird time for people stateside. Assuming you're from stateside.
Klij signed this Perdoru death warrant. People will pay for you to sing.
I mean, okay, what's a good price? Y'all name it. I want to hear what the good price is. And whatever it is, subtract $5.
Hashire sorry yo. Kaze no yoni. Sukimi haru. Perdoru. How did I do?
How did you sound more white than I could possibly say that? How is that possible, Tammy? I'm here during the last hour of my overnight shift. Hell yeah. Make sure to add Goatman as a part of your weekday mornings. Does Eerie even beat a normal-ass lion? Okay. I struggle to find Eurocentric text-to-speech. Tammy's voice is Chinese. She's not European, she's Chinese. Can somebody look up what Jingle Bells is in Chinese and make Tammy sing that? Thank you. I think Edison.
I'm Daji.
We know. This is I going to be Hans versus Iris on last time? I don't know. I think it goes here. Babbage murders her. Helena murders her. Okay. Do I need to talk about?
I'm Daji. You're not dodging these nuts.
Yeah, it's so funny because Nursery Rhyme's eyes are they look like the anime eyes. You know what I'm saying? Is this a Fate Extra reference? Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about Nursery Rhyme. Tammy would trick her into underestimating her? No. So, I catch a decent amount of flack for how much I hype up Nursery Rhyme, primarily because she does fall into the potential man category of, like, power leveling people, right? nursery rhyme, as she appears in Fate, is... Hold on.
D N D N D N D N D N D N L N R Z N D N D E.
Try doing that with like actual Chinese characters and see what she does. It might be fucking up because it's like writing in English to Chinese, but I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, she is functionally every single. She's able to wield the power of every single tale in Alice in Wonderland, as well as Through the Looking Glass. Now, it's implied that she has power over fiction, period. And that she can manifest fiction, period.
叮叮当，叮叮当，铃儿响叮当。
See, there we go. That sounded way better.
Z O Shan H O Z H in Gu. Z N Z I W Y U 冰淇淋。
Okay, thanks, Tammy.
Z O
Guys.
Shan H O Z H in Gu. Z N Z I W Y U 冰淇淋 W H N X and 冰淇淋 D N S H.
No, you have to do the Chinese characters, guys. You have to do the Chinese characters. Yeah, no, she's, I did not ask for this. I asked for Jingle Bells, not being chilly. Yeah, even if we are going to, okay, hold on. I apologize, you're not getting refunded. We're not listening to all of that. We do still have to do a video. Like, she can yap at the bottom here, but that is way too much text. Okay. You'll be refunded probably next weekend. Yeah, no, she is... You asked me to deliver. I suppose this is my fault. You're correct. I mean, so even if we were just to like limit her to her being like Alice in Wonderland types, I feel like even then, she's still got enough power to fuck over most servants, even Tamamo. I don't think Medea has it in her, though. She's still going. Do you see why I muted the bot? I think this goes Tamamo. Runes. This is base rhyme, not cursory rhyme. The rhyme who we have in Chaldea summoned an old god in an event because she was bored.
Jaren dazen.
I think runes.
In Allee, I thought you would never shut up.
In canon, Tamamo won against Nursery? Well, that's in canon in terms of Extella. That's Moon Cell bullshit. Which event? That was Prismalia event. No, no.
Dreamt me be yapping.
A little bit.
ASIC.
Thank you, Ark. I mean, Tammy. Technically a canon fight? Not really. I mean, it goes to Medea, I'm pretty sure. Rule Breaker is... Yeah. I think... this one goes to Waver. Because I feel like even in his darkest moments inside of the Shakespeare Noble Phantasm, Zhui Liang can guide him through that.
Man.
He already lives in hell. I don't think Mephisto has any fears. What is Mephisto afraid of? What is Mephisto afraid of? Taxes. Yeah, I guess boredom, but like, yeah, I think that goes here. I mean, that's here. I don't. Who wrote Faust? What the fuck is his name? I want to say his name's Gessler, but I don't think that's correct. Goethe, yes. I knew it started with a G. Yes, thank you. Gessler, I think, is the guy who fucking William Tell kills. No, or is that Helgen? No, that's the place you go to in Skyrim. Europe is a confusing place. I think technically this goes to Hans, or not Hans, fucking Giles. I just have to ask, what does he even do? What does Amadeus even do? Music. I mean, you know what? That's my fault. That's my fault. You're right. Troll Salieri, yeah. I think that if we said that Alice could beat... I think that if we said that Alice could beat Ash, then she can beat Castoria. Because I believe that Ash is stronger than Castoria. Just from a lore perspective, I'm pretty sure Ash is stronger than Castoria.
It's Medea. Case closed.
Yeah, Medea's currently, I think, on a win streak, so, I mean, we'll get there. But then you remember Avalon bullshit. Well, it's Avalon bullshit versus Mahoyo bullshit. Yeah, but she has pipe bombs? I mean, so does Alice. Kind of. I mean, Alice has pipe bomb adjacent abilities. Castoria can arm wrestle. That is true. Actually, would this just be a tie? Ash is better taught than Castoria, but I feel like Castoria has more... Well, that's not true to say she has more field experience. Well, technically she has more field experience, but I think this one is genuinely a tie. Which way, Western man, do you choose? The country bumpkin tomboy who knows how to make pipe bombs and is missing toes, but is completely and utterly loyal to you in every way, and loves you because you're her first and only friend. Or the quiet, well-kept girl with glasses who loves you and everything about you. She can control water. She can control water. She can control calamities. She herself is incredibly kind and loves everybody, and is even willing to give the benefit of the doubt to the most downtrodden. So I ask you, who do you pick, Western man? What if Castoria can use her summer version NP? I'm not bringing in summer version alternatives on these. One has a bigger hat than the other. Simple choice. You're so right. It's a tie. Komachi. Sanzuburo. I mean, I think it's still technically Daikokuten. Yui is strong, air quotes. But Daikokuten...
Army of Rats versus Army of Yuis.
Right. Okay, I think that she can deal with this. I think that the Yellow Turban army can deal with Tarisk. And we've not seen you in a long time. Welcome back, Wu Zhe Shen. Can Wu Zhe Shen deal with a dragon? Probably. It's the Queen of the Witches versus the Queen of the Witches. Norway. There's Norway that she's gonna win. Cersei. Nero. Demon Shiva. Alright. I lean towards it being Vi and Anastasia. Hey man, I've never played D&D. That's not true. I played D&D one time.
Alcoholic should win.
Demon with eyes or demon with hands? You know, you make a really good point, not gonna lie. Does it matter if they know where you are if you are closing the gap already? I die a little every time I hear him say V. Is it Vi or V? If you correct me again, I'm going to start calling it Vi. I think this goes to Anastasia. I truly believe. I truly believe. I think Shuten can break.
I think he's pronounced
Man, damn, that's crazy.
alcoholic wins again.
I think I lean towards Shuten. I feel like she's just got the power. I feel like she can rip right through them. Adam takes too long to come online, I think, is the issue. And any character who can close that gap without giving him the necessary prep time isn't going to be able to pull it, is going to be able to destroy him.
Did you know the old pronunciation of gay is?
I didn't know that. I feel like Miyu, Avis brought an agenda. I mean, I feel like Miyu. Is Miyu fast enough? Okay, here's the thing. Miyu is efficient. Miyu is very efficient, but can she work through the golems?
Isaac, what?
Okay, I guess here's the other thing with Miyu, is that Miyu has Sapphire, which I probably should have taken into account, like, long before. But Sapphire is, like, a perfect companion in these situations. I don't think Avisbron, or I don't think Asclepius pulls this off. The only issue that he has is that he's not a fighter, and that's a lot of fucking golems. I think the Siegfried transformation is enough. Oh my god, are we going to see... Are we actually going to see a win for Scheherazade? Here's the thing. Do you want to know why I think Scheherazade is going to win this? She is going to pin this motherfucker down with everything she's got and force him to give her the potion of immortality. She has she actually has a motivation for getting this motherfucker. And so I think that of all the casters that she could possibly fight, that she could go 110% on, this is the one. And she's going to keep this dude alive and be like, hey, you got that shit, right? Oh, G-Man, I love you so much, but I don't think you're beating Merlin. Yeah, I don't think that one's happening, buddy. Strong servant, but no. Afternoon.
Dick Wizard here.
I could pull the ultimate slander and say that I think Geronimo could beat Gilgamesh based solely on the fact that Geronimo probably has a higher magic level than Gilgamesh does, but I'm going to be impartial and say that Gilgamesh definitely wins that. I think... I don't know... Okay, I don't know if Da Vinci does. I do not know for sure if Da Vinci actually pulls this one off. She is stars. She has the extra things. She does have a black hole on her NP. Yeah. Is this a tie? Am I gonna say this one's a tie? I could very easily see this one being a straight up tie. Yeah. Just any excuse to show this gif. Just any excuse to show this gif. She fucking gets hit. She gets hit by a fucking tornado in Tekken. She's getting prepped for the second roundup of the combo that Bazzett's about to whoop on her. She did the first half. She hit that tornado. Now she's knocked in the air. She's about to get fucking nailed. I'm talking strings, man. She practiced this combo. How many frames of startup were on that goddamn punch? That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, there's got to be 8 frames of startup on that, and there's a wind up. There's a fucking 2 second wind up with 8 frames of animation. How'd you get hit by that, Ilya? What kind of fucking dumb fuck shit you doing? You heard of Electric Wind God Fist. Get ready for Water God Irish Fist. That shit's crazy. That's a 3 frame overhead, and you got hit by that? Are you fucking insane? This rant means nothing to anybody who does not play fighting games. 2932F startup is crazy. With that said, though, I think Ilya wins. I think Ilya has magical girl bullshit that I'm not going to discount. That said, I'm pretty sure that Sanzo destroys Nitocris. I think Nitocris destroys Edison. I think Edison destroys Marie. I think Babbage destroys Marie. I think Helena destroys Marie. Are we about to see the actual, very first Iris Veal win against Marie Antoinette? This is a tie? I don't think it's a tie. I think... Look at that face, not a single thought. There isn't one. The Iris Veal actually knows magic, as opposed to Marie, who has a beach ball, a crab, and becomes a jellyfish. No. I don't think Medea... I don't think Medea can beat Tamamo. Canned Vampire Juice that's an amazing name. That's an amazing name. All right. I lean Tamamo. Even with Rule Breaker, I think that Tamamo can pull some bullshit. Can Ruin Magic overcome Rule Breaker? I think so. I think so.
Rule breaker me. I follow no rules.
Oh, what I wouldn't pay to
Close enough.
see this
Welcome
fight.
back, Fate Stay Night.
Trust no one, not even yourself. Emiya, wait, I've seen this one before. Yeah, I think this one goes to Medea. I'm pretty sure Medea takes this one. I think Medea's got a good shot, but I think in the end Medea would come in and clinch it. Medea, no diff? I agree. Yeah, I think Medea's got this one, not gonna lie. I cannot wait. Oh wait, we already did the Riders. I was gonna say, I can't wait to do the Riders because I want to see the the Nemo versus Nemo fight, but that never happened because they were all in vastly different brackets. You had top tier Nemo, mid tier Nemo, and bottom tier Nemo. Yeah, I think Medea takes this one. Nemo has his own sub-tier. I see what you did there. Is it weird I think that Medea Lily wins this? Listen, kid, you don't want to be an adult. Trust me. You gotta pay taxes, and, you know, your husband's gonna cheat on you, and, you're gonna chop up your kids and throw them in the ocean, and your family's gonna have to pick them up. Yeah, this version of Medea is like older Medea, but with, like, no qualms about the shit that she's gonna do to him. He deals with kids. I don't think that he can deal with this particular kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I think that goes to her. Ooh, interesting. I think Paracelsus actually wins this. Long, long man. Yeah, I do think. I think this goes to Paracelsus. Close enough. Welcome back, Full Metal Alchemist. I'm gonna give that here. Yeah, no. 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 Hans can surely beat Liz, right? I'm just genuinely trying. I think that Hans is finding himself in a similar issue to what Chen Gong found himself in. Which is that Hans is not an offensive unit, and he doesn't have offensive capabilities, like, at all. Chen Gong doesn't either. The reason why Shakespeare is as high as he is that he has a broken noble phantasm. What happened with the Koyans? These are Tamamo. I think this goes Liz. Oh, Koyama, one of my favorite artists. So ruin magic bullshit, which is actually bullshit, or witch magic bullshit, which is also actually bullshit. I lean more towards it being Scotty.
If shake and bake sandpie is broken, why won't he fix it?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you. I feel like this is a very rare instance where runic magic probably has an advantage. I think runic magic has an advantage because I understand that in terms of Nasu power scaling, the magic that's available in Mahoyo is above what's available in Fate, or at least that's what's according to you guys. I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure the veracity of those statements. But the way how runes function in Fate is that they functionally rewrite reality to do fucking whatever you want them to. And yes, mystery and magic, mystery in Fate also affords you a great deal more power the older and more like mysterious your magic is. And when it's being used by one of the somebody who was taught runic magic by the guy who made it, I'm inclined more to say it goes. I'm inclined more to say it goes to Scotty in this instance. However, Cersei ain't got shit on Alice. Okay, you guys can fight about this one, because I don't know. I'm gonna go fill up my drink. You guys can fight about this.
Okay, chat. You throw the plushies out the window. You catch them.
Are you trying to steal my plushies? I worked hard for these. Drink my sinister potion versus random bullshit go. Artoria was the protagonist / main villain of an entire Lost Belt. True. Okay, but here's the thing. Let's ask us the follow-up question. Can Cersei beat Ash the Rain Witch? AKA Summer. Can Cersei beat Morgan? No. Then it goes here. I don't think Cersei can beat Komachi. But Cersei isn't fighting Ash, she's fighting Artoria. The issue is that Artoria tied with Ash. So if you say that Cersei beats Artoria, then you're saying that Cersei beats Ash. And with the resounding no in the room, I'm more inclined to say that goes to the other party. But I also I do not believe that Cersei beats Komachi. So I think this is fair. I do believe that Cersei beats Izumo. I believe Nero beats Izumo. I think this goes to Shiba. I think this goes to Izumo, because I believe that Izumo could seal away the.
Sensei, say we get a new Christian servant. Who do you think we would get? Honestly, I would like to see either Abel or Cain.
Oh, we're gonna get this really interesting guy called Solomon, I think. Rats have winter coats, therefore rats win. Okay, how do the rats actually work? So if we're basing this off of how much prep time each servant kind of gets, because casters really kind of need that. If you give them enough time, they could probably beat literally every person in this fight, save for a few. The rats.
What's with the music that pops up from time to time?
What are you talking about? This goes to Anastasia. They freeze the rats. This goes here. They murder the rats. I think that she guns down the rats. I think the rats overwhelmed the golems. Okay, so to answer the question, the rats draw almost all of their power from how many of them there are. And the more magical energy there is in the area, the more they're able to create of themselves. And if they get enough of them, they're able to functionally have an army of servants. Infinite rats versus infinite golems. I bet on the rats. I've seen this one before. I am Skips now. I've seen this one before. And all of them have divinity because they're all servants of a god who gives a god of farmers and merchants who gives them crazy fucking shit. Their power is literally breeding? Yes. And Avisbron needs a lot of time to set up his shit. The rats need probably about the same amount of time, but I think that in that fight between them, My money's on the rats, because they send you to the fucking mouse house. You ever seen Adam from the Bible get sent to the mouse house? I mean, if it wasn't obvious, I definitely do not have any biases at all towards the rats. Not one at all. You can't prove it. Rats. Avastron wins this. Hey, I've not seen this one before. Hey, stop that! Get away from those plushies! I think Sieg wins this. I think she would hesitate. Yui would not hesitate. Shui Liang. Oh
you
my.
know, these plushies aren't all that bad after all.
I knew you'd come to accept them, Tammy. I mean, this one... We're at an impasse. She would think that the genie is a ghost and get scared, and she would see the zombies as dead things and get scared. Who is more scared? The answer is Scheherazade, so it goes here. Isn't her summer form not afraid of ghosts? She's quote-unquote not afraid of ghosts. She's very afraid of ghosts, she just has more anti-ghost accoutrement. Anti-king does apply to queens, yes. King and queen just means that they're rulers. It's anti-rulers, maybe the better way to phrase it. But ruler's a class, so you can't say that. I give this to Scheherazade. I think that she can beat the Tarisk. I don't think you can beat the Tarisk. I do... Bird up?
They're pretty great. Each plush has a different flavor. I'm in charm to them.
Leave my plushies alone. Anti-monarch. That's a good way to put it. God of Medicine, Yokai Bird. French Yokai Bird. I lean more towards Asclepius because if nothing else, he is still an Argonaut. On Myoto, very strong. On Myoto, very strong. No. It's the jobbers! It's 2 fucking jobbers! I think this goes to Corday. No. Yes? She doesn't even use real magic. Like, you know what, though? She does have the angel. Yeah. He's not a military general, he's a tactician. Maybe he is a general, I don't remember, but close enough. I will always err on the side of nursery rhyme in this. Maybe if we're even to go off of the idea that she controls quote-unquote fiction, she could just use the Arthurian legend and get... I feel like she is able to seal him. I feel like she would be able to have something that can seal him. I'm going rhyme. Tamamo doesn't have a chance. Sorry. Can Tamamo beat Gilgamesh? Oh, dude, the nursery agenda. Every time I push this agenda, there's always one person who's super fucking pissed, and it makes me laugh. Gil does have Gate, but what legendary staffs does he have? I mean, having Gate of Babylon is enough. I mean, he just fires like the ballista of Babylon. I'm not forgetting how busted Tamamo is. It's just I'm also not forgetting how busted Gilgamesh is. And she is a divine spirit, which, you know, Gil does have advantages against. That's true. He could just whip out the killing stone and be like, get back in there. I think that Gil can... I think that this rendition of Gil can probably beat Tamamo. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you actually think that Gil's caster stuff is useless against Tamamo? Let me consult the 11 Tamamos around me. What do you girls think? I mean, if we're this divided about it, we can also just say this one's a tie. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah. I mean, G-Man, right? I mean, runes are runes, but G-Man, right? Like, actual Mystic? Is G-Man busted in lore? G-Man is incredibly busted in lore. But runes? Yeah. It is but runes, but I guess if this... The fuck you mean actual Mystic? I mean actual Mystic. So, okay. Let me maybe elaborate on this, because I've kind of just been alluding to this. The reason why Geronimo is... Did Geronimo beat Scotty? No. No. But this isn't Odin. It's a guy standing in for Odin. This is not also Odin, it's a guy standing in for Odin. So let me explain what Geronimo's deal is. The kind of magic that Geronimo uses is... Like, if I'm recalling correctly, it's about as close as you can get to true magic without being true magic. Because he's tapping into ley lines directly in a way that modern modern magicians are unable to do. And so he's actually able to communicate with the land itself and draw on its power and use that against you. Coup is still coup, though. It's coup can be coup, but fucking Geronimo has cracked fucking abilities. The dude can just summon Coyote, and Coyote can solo coup. Yeah, it's a very not well explained or very well elaborated on aspect of Fate, but yeah, shamanism is... Oof. Ku could manage to hold off Melusine? I mean, yeah, I guess. But I lean Geronimo. Whoever's after Geronimo's getting 8. Fucking fuck you, Ilya. Eat shit. Okay. Okay, but could Rule Breaker destroy Ruby? I mean, I know you're saying that as a joke, kind of, but like, yeah, Ruby it's a Zelrich mystic code, for God's sake. That shit is, it's pretty cracked. I mean, not to say Medea ain't nothing, but oh, there are multiple. The Geronimo's not the one case. There are multiple characters who, in terms of lore, are insane. But FGO gave him a shit kit. I think being a magical girl makes you stronger than being a witch, which sounds weird to say, but if you want to use Rule Breaker, you have to get close, right? You do have to get close, but the thing is that Medea is able to immobilize people. She has that in her kit. She can make you stand still. Sandwich, next question. RTP682, thank you for the $2 super chat. Very, very kind of you.
That
and I agree.
Closest thing to a true god.
Yeah. Does Sensei in Fate Canon be up Wukong? Oh, Sanzo? Yes. Sanzo spends the entirety of their story being kidnapped and letting others do their thing. Kind of, yeah. She still holds her own, though. I mean, shit, we saw what she did in fucking Camelot. She broke Camelot's walls with her hand. Which begs the question, if she's able to hit Medea, does Medea die? I think this is a whoever hits first situation. And I think that the person who's going to hit more often than not is Sanzo. I think Nitocris actually takes this one as well. God of the Underworld shit versus breaking the rules with a dagger. I lean Nitocris. Fuck you, Edison. Fuck you, Edison. Paracelsus Hohenheim. Mr. Philosopher's Stone himself versus the Preza King. I mean, no, Trump is not dead, so he's not inside of Edison. Also, if the game came out in 2015, he wouldn't have been president by that point. So, no, actually, I don't think he would be. Neither would Biden, for that matter. Not to get political or anything, but, you know, just facts. I think Edison does counter mystery because of how his fucking Noble Phantasm works, I'm pretty sure. The problem is that can he counter the Philosopher's Stone? Assuming Paracelsus can get that shit online. I don't think so. I think Paracelsus takes this. I think he can beat Waver, though. Babbage definitely beats Waver. Okay, who has the more broken magic? I'm pretty sure Helena does. I think I've seen this one before. Welcome back. First FGO event. Did Iris win this one? Okay, even if Iris won this one in Fate Zero, this is with the power of Shui Liang now as well. Which makes me want to say that it's going to go to Waver. Does Mephisto win here? Is he working on Demon Time? Yes. Does Shakespeare win here? Yes. Does Giles win here? I don't think that Giles wins here. What is Iris afraid of? Before she has her whole mind break things, I would say probably seeing Ilya die would be my big one. I think the NP would fuck with Iris. Or alternatively, you know what I... do you know what I... Here's the fucked up thing. Do you know what I think would actually be the thing that fucks with Iris the most? Is, seeing what happens to her and everybody in Fate Zero. I think that what would happen is it would just be Shakespeare in a movie theater saying, hey, watch this, and then playing Fate Zero for her, and then saying, hey, this is what's going to happen to you. And then she sees all that shit and is just like, oh, fuck, maybe I don't want to go through with this. Fate Zero and Stay Night? I think just Zero because, I mean, Iris wasn't around for Stay Night. Iris was fucking dead. Dead. Yeah. I think she beats Hans. I think Hans beats her. French. Amadeus would let her win. I think this is the home stretch, fellas. Two kings of the industry. Today, we have Purple Woman and Purple Woman Norway. I mean, Eerie has the power, the quote-unquote power of the Grail, but, like, I don't believe Iris is able to control it. I think it's very heavily implied that she can't control it well. I don't think Nursery can beat a god. I think Nursery can summon a god. I think Nursery can summon multiple gods. It's runic bullshit versus fiction. The concept of fiction. So with that in mind, all right. I think Scotty has runic magic. Would mythology count as fiction? Yes. Isn't Rhyme's main thing Wonderland logic has no place? I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know. It's never fully explained. It's not explained very well what jurisdiction Nursery Rhyme has over. Which is to say, does Nursery Rhyme have just jurisdiction over Alice in Wonderland bullshit? And if so, I mean, I've not even brought up the whole Red King. Like, the Red King's a whole concept, which is just put somebody into a fucking reality marble, and if they fuck with it even a little bit, it wakes up and deletes them from reality. That's a thing. That's just in that's in Through the Looking Glass. That's a thing. Alternatively, you have, I believe it's the Red Queen. Not the Queen of Hearts, the Red Queen, who enables you to just move at lightning speed. You can cross entire continents in the blink of an eye. Like, if we're just going to look at what is in Alice in Wonderland, I think even with that, and how, you know, I can control what goes on, it's difficult to rationalize somebody being able to overcome her. Wonderland and Looking Glass is kid-friendly eldritch horror. It is not kid-friendly, but those books are amazing. Hey, Glitch, been subscribed for a while, but it's nice to be able to catch you live. Hey, appreciate you stopping by.
Sensei, quick question, but what would you look like, Rider or a Berserker?
Me? I'd probably look... I don't know, I'd probably be more Berserker than Rider. I just say some crazy shit. And yes, okay. The Red Queen and the Queen of Hearts are not the same person.
He looked like a foreigner.
That's a very common misconception. The Red Queen is the Red Queen in chess. The Queen of Hearts is the Queen of Hearts in a deck of cards. A lot of media rolls those two figures up to be the same person, but they're not the same person. Anyway, this is Scotty. Jabberwocky was Through the Looking Glass, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is... Avalon bullshit or fucking Mahoyo bullshit? God damn it. I think it goes to... Do I think the collective concept of chat could become a servant, and if so, what would it be? It would be an eldritch horror beyond recognition. And I think Berserker. Absolutely Berserker. I'm going to say it goes to Merlin, only on the basis of his clairvoyance being able to know what the fuck her shit's going to do. And so he knows how to avoid and deal with the kickshaws. I think that alone gives him a major advantage. That said, I don't want to say that Tamamo is going to get jobbed here, but I think she gets got here. Yeah. Oh, shit. I think it goes to Tamamo, but whoever comes next, I think, is getting got by fucking Komachi. Well, shit. Shit. Never mind. Never mind. Well, yeah, never mind. No, Komachi takes Ilya. Cersei takes Ilya. Ilya probably can take Nero. I'm gonna just hazard a guess and say that Ilya from Prilia could probably beat Nero. Probably. She goes through a lot of shit in fucking Prillia. Sanzo, I don't think can beat Nero. Sanzo, I don't think can beat Shiba. Sanzo, I do think can beat Izumo. Nitocris, I think, can probably beat Izumo. Medea probably can beat Izumo. This Medea probably could as well. Izumo could probably beat Paracelsus. Somewhere in the distance, Bartholomew Roberts is hitting the most insane orgasm of his life. I believe this goes to Anastasia pretty handily. Oni. Miyu. Shit. Nursery Rhyme can only summon fairy tale gods?
Rex, we are the Rex. Michael.
Is Lovecraft fairy tales? Because she summons a Lovecraftian deity. What's the lore with the Daikokuten again? I already went over it one time, and I don't want to repeat myself. They're the familiars of gods, is what you need to know. They are divine familiars with the capability of becoming many divine familiars, all of which have power not on the same level of as a god, but pretty high up there. Cthulhu is a book. It's a book, but is it a not a fantasy? Is it a fairy tale? That's more than enough. Sorry. No. You're good. You're good. I cannot expect everybody to be there for the first go around. Eileen Daikokuten. Ooh, I want to see this fight. I think it goes to fucking Avisbron. My money's on Avisbron. Back in America, God, I should have fucking brought this back with me to Japan. I had a beautiful, beautiful Lovecraft book. It had like a, what's it called? Like a stained glass octopus on the front. It was awesome. Do they get prep time? Okay, so this is one I will repeat because it's pretty short. They get as much prep time as their opponent allows them to. Which is to say, if their opponent's going to hunt their ass down and murder them frame one, then no, they don't get prep time. But if it's two people who need prep time, then yes, they get as much prep time as they want. And I'll tell you this much, whoever here gets the more prep time wins, my money's on Avispron. My money's on Sieg. My money is on Paracelsus. My money is on Yui. Okay, machines versus machines. Paracelsus can animate the dead. I think this goes to Zhongju just because he has more mystery. Is there any fairy tale character you would like to see as a servant? I wish the Happy Prince got in. Oh goodness, there's a lot, isn't there? I believe his name is Asklad. Or Aslad. It's old Norwegian fairy tales. Some of the ones I personally grew up hearing. Which it's they kidnap this kid and his brothers. Trolls kidnap this kid and his brother, and they lock him into cages. And then they try and figure out how they're going to eat him. And so they try and fatten him up. Well, he was a poor starving boy because his brothers were assholes. And so he would just eat the food and then use bones for the blind-ass trolls to, like, measure his finger to see how fat he was getting. And then he got out, killed a bunch of people. Or, sorry, killed a bunch of trolls and saved his brothers and was off. You know, classic fairy tale shit. I think he'd be a fun one. Just like adventure stuff. Alternatively, and more generically, Jack the Giant Slayer would be another good one.
I still wanna see a nursery rhyme mortar. She can be a foreigner and she's the Necronomicon.
That'd be cool. Isn't that just Hansel and Gretel? Kind of. I mean, you'll note that a lot of fairy tales all come from the same original fairy tale. But get changed based on the region where they're being retold. But, you know, Hansel and Gretel would be another interesting concept. Alternatively, just having the Brothers Grimm and having them be like a, what's it called? I think this goes here. Steam! Helena. Woo. Scheherazade has better magic. Gotten more West African. The fact that we've not gotten like any African servants that aren't like Egyptian is crazy. I would kill for a Nazi spider. Give me a Nanzi. I want a Nanzi so bad. Just do even if it's just to make like a generic spider girl. I don't care if you gender bend it. I mean, fuck. Anansi is a shapeshifter and a trickster. He would do it. Isn't Andromeda African? She's Greek Ethiopian. No, Anansi, not a Nazi. Anansi. That was another set of fairy tales I grew up on, was the Anansi spider tales.
Lovecraft servants would be dope.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Anansi would 100% do it for the lulz. He's a jackass. I like the story where someone's like, bring me all this shit and I'll make all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, do it. I want it. All right. Yeah, let's not theorize that stuff. Yeah, admittedly it's been a while since I've seen the comments on that, but it's still not something I believe is appropriate. Anyway, Eileen Martha. Eileen Asclepius, probably? Eileen Murasaki. Yeah, here's how it would go like that. Anansi, why are you a spy? Why are you a woman? Well, I'm trying to seduce the master, and I know that they like tits. Yeah. Waver's getting jobbed? I mean... yeah. But I think the reason why we can't summon OG Britomart is answer in OC2? No. It's not that we can't summon Britomart, it's just that the Britomart that we summon is kind of borrowing her shit. I think Waver wins this one. I think Mephisto wins this one. I think Shakespeare wins this one. I don't think that she would give him enough prep time. I think she wins this one. I think he wins this one. I think she wins this one. I think Iris wins. Ooh. Anansi would be a caster. He would either be a caster or he would be a... I could see him being a good pretender. think it goes to Corday here. It goes here. Okay, well, there we go. Let's take a look, shall we, fellas? All right. Number 1, as a surprise to literally no one. Nursery Rhyme. Then Skahawk, then Merle. If you really have as much of a problem with Nursery Rhyme, if you really care that much about the fact that I think that Nursery Rhyme is as powerful as she is in lore, just erase her from this list and the rest of it's still accurate. If you like take an insane amount of umbrage with this shit, then the rest of the list is still valid. But she is my top tier. I ride and die on that hill. Scotty, crazy with runes. Merlin, Avalon, bullshit. And then Alice in 4th is, yeah, that checks. Then Castorian, Ash. Then Tamamo, Gil, Geronimo. Da Vinci, Ku, Komachi, Cersei. Ilya, Nero. Shiba, Sanzo, Nidocris, Medea, Izumo, Anastasia, and then let's look at who the bottom tiers are. Amadeus, Marie, Hans, Chen Gong, Corday, Iris Veal, Liz, Jill DeRay, Crane, Shakespeare, Mephisto, Waver, Murasaki, Asclepius, Martha, Scheherazade, Wu, Helena, Charles, Thomas Edison, Zhongzhu, Yui, Paracelsus. Yeah, this looks fine. Medea is way too low. Look at Medea's competition. Medea is way too low? Yeah, she's up against fucking Nidocris, Sanzo, Shiba. Fucking, like, the top tier of casters are very, very fucking top tier. It's very feast or famine in this. I understand what you're saying, I just simply do not agree. I think that she gets outclassed. Anyway, yeah, there's our list for that. So hey, if you're watching on YouTube and you just want to cut the video short here, thanks for watching on YouTube. I'll catch you all later. Peace out, big love. Check out these streams live on the YouTube or the Twitch.
Now we get to the real bullshit, with some beast and several Eldritch entities avatars.
True. We're not done yet, though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make this a small announcement for people. Let me, really quick. I need to make sure that this window I'm about to pull up is not going to dox me. Let me take a look at this. Let me make sure that this is not about to dox me. No. Fellas, it is with great honor I announce to you it's that motherfucking time of year again. It's census time, baby. So, just really quick, if you're curious right now, hey Klidge, how do I get access to the census early? Well, as of right now, this is the people who have voted right now are all people who are paying me. This is the Patreons, this is the people who are YouTube members, this is people who are subbed to the Twitch. If you haven't seen this yet, check out the Discord, into the sub chat. If you're a YouTube member, check the community post because I post shit for there for all of you guys weekly. And if you're on Patreon, check the Patreon. This will be going live to everybody on the 1st of December.
Money bags.
So enjoy that as it comes out. But for now, let's take small stock, shall we, on who we have. We have 15 people who have submitted stuff so far. Let's look at how the census is going for my paid members thus far. Currently, the leading female saber is Medusa and Altera, followed by Ibuki and Okita. I'm assuming Bargast is right here. Yep. All right, so currently a Medusa and Altera fight. Saber men, I can tell you who this is. This is Charlemagne. Yep. And then Theseus. Wow, Theseus, damn. And Yagyu. And Bedivere. Yagyu! This is Bargast Erasure. Just hold on, man. I mean, I guess I just didn't expect it. And then Richard, Iori, Takeru, and Saito. All right. And then Archer female. Durga. Wow, that's actually kind of surprising. Durga, okay. Tiamat Summer, Zenobia, Sei, Osakabe Hime, Attila the Santa, Pirates, and Nobu. Valid. Who could the Archer male be? Ptolemaeos, based as fuck. I'm excited to see this number grow. William Tell, Arash. One of these has to be Gilgamesh, right? There he is. Okay. Lancers, female. Melusine. I see you people. And then Erish, followed by Artoria. Okay. Lancer male. Percival, unsurprising, and Enkidu, also unsurprising. Harada. Damn, okay. Wow, rider females, very split. We have Andromeda, okay. Kets, okay. Maeve, okay. Then Anbani, Drake, Martha, Boudica, Medusa, Kriemhild, Europa, Mordred. No Ushi, you people disappoint me. Rider male. Canis. That's not surprising in the slightest. Canis always has a pretty big showing. Iskander, and then Ozymandias. All right. Caster female. I'm just going to say Ash the Rain Witch. Yeah. Then Tamamo. I don't forget that, Mock. I believe that she can get around that issue. And then Merlin. Yeah, that's not... Yeah. Asclepius. Yeah. Damn, G-Man fans showing up. Avis... Someone out here's got interesting taste, and I'm all here for it. Okay. Assassin... Okay. Assassin male. Who do you guys think this male is? Who's this male assassin? Gramps? Izo? Oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. That's obviously Tez. Funny hot man who got his whole thing going at the start of this year. And then Fuma's too, damn. Then Gramps, Yan King, Okada Izo, Li Shuen. And then, man, assassin females very split. We have Huyen, that's not surprising. Kama, Osakabe Hime, and 100 Faces. Okay. Berserker female. Lohi. Bird Woman Agenda, let's go. We got Lilith. Again, Bird Woman Agenda, let's go. Huyen Zhou. Nightingale. Raiko. Morgan, Kriemhild. Riku. Man, Riku, damn. Okay. Berserker male. Kintoki. Yeah. Vlad Argent Altar. Sure. Ruler. Okay, so something I did for you people, because people complained a lot. I've broken the female sections up into classes. So now all of these, the rulers, the Avengers, and so on, all have different classes for this. Unfortunately, I can't do that with the males, because otherwise Voyager just wins the foreigner males. There's just not enough to justify that change. There is enough for this, though. So, Himiko, based, followed by Melusine Ruler, and Ketz. Alright. Avenger females. Jolter. Gotta be. And Nitocris Alter, based. Moon Cancer. Damn, I did not expect the Genico sweep. Did not see that coming. And then Tenochtitlan, CL, and Hakuno. Damn, Hakuno's gonna probably go crazy. I still have to choose between my wide men. Look, I'm sorry. Well, I'll highlight it when it shows up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 in total. For the extra class male ones. Like, I understand it seems kind of fucked, but it's only so much I can do. Alright, we got Dante's. And we got Dante's. And then we got Sally and Moriarty. Valid. Alright. Alter Ego women. Baz. Followed by Tiamat, Melt, and Crane. Damn, Crane. Okay. Foreigner female. Cuckoo. Yeah, that's not surprising. I think Cuckoo's going to have a pretty good showing this year. And then Hokusai as well. Nice. And then Pretender, Tenochtitlan. Y'all fell for the bait. It's crazy. Then Typhoon, Hephaestion, Lady Avalon. Damn, okay. And then I did this intentionally. The Beasts and the Dangerous Beast. MASH. The MASH agenda must be maintained. That's not how you pronounce Tenochtitlan. I will say it. I will call her Tenotits. Alright, and then extra class 2 males. We have Dante. We actually have somebody who can fight Oberon, which is Dante. I don't think he's going to win, but people really like Dante. So Dante versus Oberon, we'll see how it goes. Voyager as well, holding that line with Dante. Meanwhile, Doman and Rasputin are here. Huyen Zhou is misspelled. Yeah, that's okay. And then personal information. What is your age? Or sorry, what is your gender? Female? Prefer not to say. Male. Yeah, that checks. What is your age? Mostly people in their 20s, to 20 to 35. I figured that much. Young people as well. 35 to 55. All right. How'd you find out about FGO? Pornography. Friends. Social media. I'm a longtime Fate fan. How long have you been playing FGO? Most people in the 5 to 6 year range. Valid. 7 to 8 years as well. 3 to 4 years.
TSK. When will you all learn? The more you correct him on pronunciation, the worse he pronounces it.
That is true. What's your favorite story chapter? Avalon the Fae. Shouldn't be a shock to anybody. But then Nahui Mikulin is there, and so is Shinjuku. Damn, Shinjuku. Reggie Lord 9051. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Welcome to Goat Lads. Favorite reoccurring event? Gouda Gouda. Not surprised. When will the final verdict of the census be made? No, it'll be around Christmas time. Valentine's and summer for 2. What is this? It's the census. What is your favorite non-FGO Type Moon work? Very Split, Case Files, Samurai Remnant, and Extella Link, all tied. Strange Fake is there, Hollow Ataraxia, Other, Carnival Kyokai, Carnival Phantasm, Redline, Prototype. Did I miss? No. We're looking at the paid members. If you're subbed on Twitch, and you have access to the sub chat in my Discord, you can get access to this there. And then, additional questions I asked, what other gachas do you play? A lot of Nikkei players, some Genshin players, Arknights is also pretty popular, one Blue Archive player, one person plays Brown Dust, Uma Musume, not surprising, ZZZ, alright. One person playing Lads, Mahjong Soul, Mahjong My Soul, Pokemon Pocket, Reverse 1999. I'm gonna be honest with you, I looked at the top 100 gachas on the App Store, and these are the ones that showed up. If there's one that's missing, y'all need to up your fucking game. I tried. Here's my favorite question in the entire census. Red Garden real? Yes, smiley face. No, sad face. The only explanation I'm going to give to this question is right now to this, and then when we actually do the census, if I'm asked about this question after this, I'm not going to answer what this means. If you don't know what this means, it's not my fucking problem. Is Red Garden going to happen? Red Garden is, of course, Tsukihime 2. Is Red Garden going to happen? Is it real, or is it being developed right now? Yes or no? It seems most people think no. And then, I'm very flattered. I'm very flattered that a lot of people put me on this. I'm excited to see this as the collective of multiple groups that aren't just people who are paying my content to get this early. So I feel like this might be a little bit skewed. However, I am flattered. Thank you all very much. Anyway, that's where we're at thus far with the census. We had one person vote in the middle of this. If you're interested, this will be going live in about a week's time on December 1st. If you want to know where to find it, join the Discord. It'll be posted there. Follow me on Twitter. It'll be posted there. I'll probably end up making a dedicated YouTube announcement as well. So there'll be a lot of stuff there if you're interested. My one request is that once this is posted, you help me out a lot. Spread this as far as you can to as many different Discord servers, Reddits, fucking, I don't know, make a GeoCity site or something. I just want this to get as much traction as possible. I want the largest possible sample size. So with that said, fellas, I'm going to go to bed. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. Peace out, fellas. Good night.
My brother.